It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you without a dope review to listen to. What's good, Joel? It's Abwon. This is Before You Watch. It's been so long since I've done a review, man. I honestly can't even tell you the last review I've done. The pandemic COVID-19 or the Rona, whichever way you like to call it, doesn't matter to me. It's still the same thing. Anyway, movie theaters are closed for the moment. AMC just recently announced that August 20th, which is maybe 5 days from now or so. No, that's tomorrow. This review is going to be out by the time AMC theaters open up 100 locations, but the streaming wars has been as bad as the Infinity War. Like, everybody out here is trying to get an Infinity Stone, yo, real talk. And there's just a lot of content out here right now. A lot of people come to me, they want me to review this, they want me to review that. I took some time to work on my projects behind the scenes, but it's time for me to start putting out my own content again now. And definitely check out the cinematics on Hall Mills Network, because you can see me and my co-host Jen D. Camera on there discussing streaming platform movies, projects, whatever. But I was going to do weekly reviews for Lovecraft Country on HBO, the new Jordan Peele, J.J. Abrams show. But I just figured it was going to be too difficult to do that every week and keep it spoiler free. So I just decided I'm going to do it at the end of the season. And in the meantime, I'll just do movies on other platforms. But anyway, Project Power is number one in the country right now, or the world. No, number one in the country, America, right now. And, that says a lot, because if you look at the top 10 that Netflix always puts out, you may see some things that really deserve to be high on that list, and you see some things that don't deserve to be on that list at all. So just a quick synopsis here, because not everybody watches Netflix, and that's okay. That's okay. That's why I'm here. I get it. These things are expensive. But anyway, the movie takes place in New Orleans. There's a magical pill going around, and this magical pill gives people superpowers. The caveat here is that you don't know what power you're going to get. So some people explode because their bodies can't handle it. Some folks turn invisible. Some folks can run super fast. It's like a combination of the movie Limitless with Bradley Cooper, which is an excellent movie, so definitely go watch that, and any run-of-the-mill comic book movie that you want to choose and insert here. No, this movie is not based on a true story, so please do not ask me if it is and you want to see like some conspiracy behind it. It's not based on a true story. So you would think that a film starring Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Jamie Foxx would be the perfect recipe for a fantastic film, right? Not quite. I'm just going to start with everything I do like about this movie. The action scenes, for one. The action scenes are good. They're not great, but they're good. I wish they were a little bit longer. They had this one scene, though, and it's not going to spoil it for you. There's this woman in a laboratory, and she's trying to escape, and there's an action scene. Jamie Foxx is pretty much, going through a whole gang of security guards, but you don't see him doing it. Like, the camera angle is not on him. It's on the woman trying to escape the laboratory, and you see everything going on around her. It was just really well done. It was so dope. And real creative, because I'm just gonna end it right there because I don't want to say anything else about that scene. Also, the visual effects are fire, literally, if you look at the screen. So the visual effects, obviously there's some CGI, there's green screen. It looks real. It looks really good. It looks really good. They did a really good job on that. However, the best part about this movie is the soundtrack, hands down. I'm going to probably download the soundtrack when I finish this review. And if I were to watch this movie again, which I probably will at some point, I can definitely watch it with just the music like that. The soundtrack is just fire. It's fire. And I always talk about the pacing as well, y'all, because in this day and age, movies are shorter, songs are shorter, albums are shorter. There's so much content out here. Nobody wants to binge anything longer than like 2 seasons. Pacing is everything, and the pacing was on point in this film. It moves from one scene to another. Not saying that's always a good thing, because not all of the scenes are good, but you're not going to be in one scene for too long. So with that being said, the movie is entertaining to some degree, but it's just not the greatest. If you jump on social media, everybody's going to tell you differently. They're going to talk like it's the greatest movie they've ever seen in their entire life. They're going to talk like, nothing else matters but this movie. Watch it now, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to get into that later. Right now, the negative things about this film are, one, this film is just corny as hell, man. It's corny. It's real corny. There's just like scenes. The character is an actress. She's with Jamie Foxx. She's a teenager, but in real life, she's like 30 years old. But that's besides the point. She's a teenager. She doesn't really know what to do with her life. She's trying to help her mother with something. And, she just like jumps into random like freestyles here and there. And I really didn't feel like that really mattered to the story much. She says like, oh, I don't really like rapping in front of people, but she's really good at it, so I'm not going to take that away from her. It's not like she's corny. She's really good at it, but those scenes don't make a difference. It doesn't change. It doesn't hinder the story. It doesn't make it better. It doesn't play a part in it at all. And I'm like, why is this even in here? It's like on some like Fresh Prince 8 Mile type shit. And to me, it's just real corny. It's just real corny. We could have definitely left that out. Another thing I didn't like, the film is not cinematic. It's shot like a TV show. I was talking to my sister's boyfriend the other day, and he mentioned the same thing. Like, when I watch Ozark, like, it looks like a movie. It looks cinematic. This doesn't. And I said to him, this looks like a Netflix movie as opposed to a movie on Netflix. And if you really think about it, you'll understand what I'm saying. It looks like something I'll watch on TNT after I watch like a playoff game. Also, the movie is too long. Even though the pacing is good, the movie's too long. They could have cut maybe like 20 minutes from it. I think it's like 2 hours. It could have definitely been an hour and 35 minutes. It's just too long. During the last 25-30 minutes, all I was doing was texting. I was on DraftKings trying to make bets for the playoff games the next day. I just really wasn't paying attention to it at all. Granted, the final scene of the movie is pretty dope. It is pretty dope, but everything leading up to that part, I just really didn't care about it, like, at all. I really don't care to watch this movie again. It doesn't look like there's going to be a sequel. Thank God. The acting was okay, but it wasn't that great. I just felt like this movie was it was entertaining, but it really wasn't that great. One thing about it I did like was that they were pretty creative with the powers. It wasn't just like, I'm gonna teleport, I'm gonna fly, I'm gonna be super strong. It was pretty cool. Like, they were really creative with their powers. And I read that a lot of the powers that they gave the humans, they based them on actual animals, like things animals can do. Like Joseph Gordon-Levitt, his power, he has tough skin like an armadillo. And that's not going to spoil it for you, because if you saw the trailer, you would know this. So I'm not going to get into details about other people's powers. You just got to watch the film. I will say, if you're looking for something entertaining to just pass the time, check this out. But there's just so much more content out there. If you really did some research, you could find something way better. You could probably find a documentary that'll last you maybe an hour longer than this movie that's way more engaging. But, that's up to you. It's really up to you in terms of what you want to watch. I'm going to give this movie a 6. Yeah, I'm going to give it like a 6.5. The music is good. The pacing is good. The action scenes are good. But it's just too corny for me. It's not that great. I really feel like it's super duper overhyped. And that just leads me to believe that people will just watch anything when there's nothing else on, at the time. That's really just what it is. Timing is everything with a lot of these films. But 6.5, that's all I'm going to say, man. Let me know in the comments what you thought. I know this ran a little longer. I haven't done a review in a while. I'm going to get back into the groove. I'll be back next week with something else. I don't even know what it is. But just stay tuned, y'all. I'm out of here. Peace.